What's up, guys? Welcome to the Playbook Sports Podcast. Coming at you with another video today. As you've seen from our previous few videos, we have a new series out, NFL Scripts 2023-2024 season, brought to you by Roger Goodell himself. These are his words, not ours. Not ours. So if you have a problem with them, go holler at Raj for us. With great power comes great responsibility. As you know, Roger Goodell is the judge, jury, and executioner of the NFL. However, he did not trust all of us to have all of these scripts individually, so he's divvied up the 8 divisions amongst the 4 of us guys here on this podcast. He's given me the AFC South and the AFC East. So before we dive into this series and these divisions, Nate, let the people know who this podcast and this video today is brought to you by.
I want to give a special shout out to today's sponsors, starting with Gold, Fine and Bowles, Lawyers for the Injured. Personal injury, workers' compensation, those are their 2 things, but any sort of legal advice, they're the people to call. Give them a phone call, 309-673-5144. Tell them we sent you, okay? And I'd also like to shout out SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video as well. Use promo code PlaybookSports on their website to get $20 off your first purchase of $30 or more. Let's get back to the video.
Thanks, Nate. As you guys can tell by the title of this video, we will be talking about the New England Patriots and what Roger Goodell and the NFL have scripted for the New England Patriots in the 2023-2024 NFL season. Let's get into it. Let's look ahead to the end result, and let's dive back into the front of it and see how they get to that end result. Roger Goodell and his script he sent us has the New England Patriots finishing 4-13 this season, going 0-6 against AFC East opponents. And next to playoffs, he just has ha written, and awards he has hell no written. Wow. Roger has no love lost for Belichick or Kraft this year, and he has what the Patriots have coming for him this year in the plans. Wow, Roger. It's pretty fucked up, dude. All right. How do the Patriots get to 4-13? How do they finish 0-6 in their division? Let's look at their home versus their road opponents for this upcoming season. Home games this year, they will host the Philadelphia Eagles. They will host the New Orleans Saints. They will host the Washington football team. They will host the LA Chargers, and they will host the Kansas City Chiefs, as well as hosting their 3 division opponents, the Dolphins, the Bills, and the Jets. On the road this year, they will travel to Dallas to face the Cowboys, Vegas in a rematch of the Raiders of a hysterical game from last year. Nate, if you want to throw that video up here, go for it. Great ending to that game last year in Vegas against the Raiders. They will travel to New York to face the Giants as well. If you want to throw some Eli Manning, something up here, Nate, or some scores from some Super Bowls to edit in there, go for it. They will go to Pittsburgh in a hard-fought game that they always have with the Steelers, and they'll go to Denver to face the Broncos, as well as the Jets, Dolphins, and Bills in their division as well. Patriots do have 1 neutral site game this year. They will travel to Germany in Week 10 to Frankfurt to play the Indianapolis Colts in a hard-fought game in Week 10. So those are our home, road, and neutral site opponents this season. Let's break it down game by game and see how do the Patriots get to 4-13 and 0-6 in the division this season. Week 1, they open at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, they will lose 31-17 in a beatdown to the Super Bowl runner-up Eagles from last season. 0-1 start for the Patriots this season. Week 2, they will stay at home and host the Miami Dolphins, where they will lose 24-13 in a hard-fought defensive game. Too much Dolphins offense, not enough Patriot offense in that game. 0-2 through 2 weeks, 0-2 at home to start the year. Week 3, final game in September, they will travel to New York to face the Jets, where they will drop their 3rd straight game in September, 3rd straight game to start the year, 23-14 against the Jets, and another defensive struggle with a horrible offense in New England with just their defense and Belichick's mind as their only saving grace to stay competitive in these games. So Roger Goodell has the Patriots starting 0-3 this season, and I'd probably agree. Look at the schedule Roger Goodell has put on the Patriots to start. At home against Philly, Super Bowl runner-up. At home to Miami, playoff team from last year. At the Jets, playoff hopeful, playoff probable for this year, I'd say. Those are 3 tough games to start the year. 0-3 through September, and it does not get much easier moving forward. They start October, Week 4. They travel to Dallas, where they will lose their 4th straight game to start the year, 27-17 at the hands of Dak Prescott and the Cowboys in Week 4. Week 5, they return home to host the New Orleans Saints, where they will secure the first victory of the season in Week 5 by a final score of 23-16. 3 Derek Carr interceptions in this game will secure the win for New England, 23-16 in Week 5. 1-4 through 5 games, they will then travel to Vegas in a rematch of a disaster game from last season for them, where they will beat not only former assistant Josh McDaniels, but they'll also beat former quarterback prodigy pretty boy, Jimmy Garoppolo in week 6 in Vegas. 24-20 Patriots victory in week 6, moving to 2-4 on the season. Week 7, the Patriots will return home to face the Buffalo Bills. Well, they will lose 28-17. Too much Dallin, too much Bills, too much Diggs in that game. Bills win over the Patriots in week 7. 2-5 through 7 weeks. As I mentioned, doesn't get much easier for New England. They travel to Miami in week 8. Where they will finish October 2-3, following to the Dolphins in Miami 24-17 in a closer game score-wise, but not a closer game score-wise. This game's going to be a blowout early, and they're going to claw and scratch and fight back in it just to lose by 7 in the end. 2-6 through October, 2-6 through 8 weeks. Let's look back here at October. Roger Goodell has them going 2-3, and I probably agree with Raj. I maybe even say 1-4. I see them losing to Dallas. I agree with Roger there. I see them losing to both the Bills and the Dolphins. I agree with Roger there. Roger has them beating both the Saints in New England and then the Raiders in Vegas. I probably have them dropping one of those two games, if not both, completely honest. I'd probably say 1-4 month. Roger has 2-3. We're going to go based off Roger's record since he is a commish and he knows the script for this upcoming season. 2-6 through 8 weeks, 2-6 through 2 months. Moving into November, the New England Patriots start November hosting the Washington football team. Well, they will win an absolute ugly game that's hopefully hidden on the noon slate. 21-17 Patriots win in week 9, moving to 3-6 on the season. Week 10, they travel to Frankfurt, Germany, where they will face the Indianapolis Colts and secure a victory over in Germany, 24-20 over rookie head coach Shane Steichen, over rookie quarterback Anthony Richardson in week 10, moving to 4-6 on the season. Week 11, they will return back to the States, return back to New England, and have a bye week. Can't win, can't lose on the bye. However, the bye week comes at an unopportune time after winning back-to-back games, moving to 4-6 on the year. Week 12, they return from their bye to travel to New York, where it's a very traumatic, familiar story for Patriot fans. They will lose yet another game to the New York Giants by a final score of 24-16 in Week 12, moving to 4-7 record. Finishing November 2-1, I probably agree with that, actually. I think they beat the football team for sure, just knowing what the football team has going for them this season. I think they lose to the Giants at the Giants. Playoff team from last year. Giants kind of have their number historically, at least it seems, the last couple of decades. And then I could see them beating the Colts as well overseas. Rookie quarterback, rookie head coach against Bill Belichick. It is still Bill Belichick at the end of the day, regardless of who's out there on the field. It seems like he can always coach up and get the most out of his guys. So I could see 2-1 as well, if not even 3-0 with an upset win. But I'd probably agree with Roger at 2-1 for November. 4-7 through November, 4-7 through 12 games. We move into December, and Patriot fans, you guys just might want to quit watching the year after the bye week because December is a little tough. Starting December, week 13, they will host the LA Chargers. Well, they will lose 28-20, moving to 4-8 on the season and kind of securing the no playoff thought that most of the fans and football world had in the back of their mind to start the season. Week 14, they travel to Pittsburgh. Well, it'll be 17-17 to end regulation. Hard-fought defensive game. These games always go under in Pittsburgh. Roger Goodell is aware of that. Pittsburgh in overtime get a Najee Harris touchdown to win 23-17, moving New England to 4-9 on the season with a third straight loss there in Pittsburgh. Week 15, New England returns home to host the Kansas City Chiefs, where they will get throttled 34-13. Too much Patrick Mahomes, too much Isaiah Pacheco in this game, too much Travis Kelce. 34-13 Chiefs in week 15, moving the Patriots to 4-10 on the season. Week 16, the schedule doesn't get any easier, as I mentioned. Week 16, they go to Denver, where we see the lowest scoring game of the season. Broncos edge out the Patriots 17-10. Defensive battle left and right. Some weather on Christmas Eve in Denver. Something none of us want to watch, but we all will be watching depending the time slot it's on. 17-10 Broncos win in week 16. Patriots move to 4-11 on the season. Week 17, they stay on the road. This time they're going to Buffalo, New Year's Eve. I can only imagine how cold and how snowy that is going to be. 31-14 Bills by 3 scores. 4-12 the Patriots move to after 17 weeks, after a 6th straight loss. Ending December 0-5. I'd probably agree with that. You look at their opponents in December, Chargers at home. I could see them easily losing to the Chargers because how are the Patriots going to keep up points-wise with the Chargers? At Pittsburgh should be a tough game. Those games are always hard fought, always one score. I like Pittsburgh. I probably agree with Roger here. I'd probably take Pittsburgh in that game. Hosting the Chiefs, it's the Chiefs. You know, it's not crazy enough to say it's the Chiefs. I'd probably agree with Roger to lose that game. And then traveling to Denver, that's a tough place to play in December as well. And then to Buffalo, that's a horrendous place to play in December or anytime really, but especially in those colder months of the year. I think I agree with Roger here, 0-5, maybe 1-4 if they're lucky in December. Moving into January, week 18, last game of the year. They host the Jets and they lost. They will drop their 7th straight game by a final score of 24-13, securing the Jets playoff berth and ending the Patriots season 4-13. And biggest storyline for the New England Patriots this season, Bill Belichick will step down and resign after the end of the 23-24 season, ending the dynasty in New England officially. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. These are not your father's Patriots, as they would say. Wow. So that's what Roger has for the New England Patriots for the 23-24 season. Do you agree with Roger in that 4-13? Do you agree with me? I'd probably have them 6-11, more than 4-13. It is the Patriots. It is the Patriots. It is Bill Belichick at the end of the day. Do you agree with Roger? Do you agree more with me? Let us know down below in the comments. What do you guys have the Jets doing in the Jets? What do you guys have the Patriots doing in the 2023-2024 season? Sound off down below. Let us know, and we will see you guys in the next video.